Alright, so, what's good everyone? I'm making this video to fucking vent about something. It's something I've been dealing with ever since I started working at my current job. And I will say this is gonna be a very... look at the fucking title of the video, okay? It's gonna be very political. It is gonna be a politics reveal for me. Even though that was supposed to be a later video when I talked about one of my favorite rappers. But I guess it's this video. So, one day while I was at work, one of my coworkers was complaining, bitching about immigrants getting SSI, Social Security income. I did not fuck with that shit at all. But I think it's also important to give some backstory for me personally. In a general sense, I benefited from social programs like free lunch when I was in school. Those were literally my first 2 meals of the day. That's the shit that kept me going. With that being said, we need to understand that immigrants are people fleeing the country they used to call home to come to the US. Most likely because the US is fucking up their country in some way. The most obvious examples would be supplying Israel with bombs to run a fucking genocide and the nonsensical Iran war. And a more personal example would be the US bombing my country during the Vietnam War, even though Vietnam was simply a neighboring country. It's actually just something I learned recently. For some reason in my brain, the US only kept their injustices to one country, but naturally, there was collateral fucking damage. Or intentional. I would also add that these wars, there's no way to justify these wars. Just like with damn near every war we fought. It's not hard to do research on this kind of stuff. But that's where the ignorance comes in. You're so stupid that you don't realize you should maybe look into this shit a bit more before making these statements. These very harmful, insensitive, and just bigoted statements.
They treat the hood like it's a zoo where brown folks roam. They tell us go back where you came from while they take our homes. If creation...
You're more upset, I'm saying you as in my fucking coworker, not you watching the video. Or maybe you watching the video if you're that kind of person, I don't fucking know. You're more upset at your tax money going to families fleeing conflict than you are with multi-millionaires, billionaires, and that one fucking trillionaire giving you shitty wages. And from a quick search, a quick fucking Google search, only citizens of the US can receive Social Security benefits in the first place. It's not like illegal immigrants are coming here and taking your fucking money. And even then, as far as quote-unquote taking your money goes, I'd argue that immigrants deserve some kind of benefit just from the US sticking their fucking dick in so many countries in the first place. But also because they're contributing more to society than any wealthy person is. And they're having children in a country where birth rates are declining. So I say stop the fucking ignorant hatred. Because there is a significant portion of the US population that is simply driven by ignorance and hatred. They just breathe that shit. And they exhale that shit. Now keep in mind, this coworker is the same person that tries to steer the gender identity discussion towards biological fact rather than the feelings, when the entire point of how someone identifies their gender is and should be feeling driven. Basically, what I mean to say is the discussion surrounding that, the most important part is how a person feels. And you're trying to take that discussion and turn it into something of biological fact. That's not the discussion we're having here. And you sound like fucking Ben Shapiro when you say shit like that. That's never a good thing. The fucking facts don't care about your feelings, head ass. Like, the feeling of this discussion regarding feelings does not care about your facts, is what we need to understand. And to add on to that, there was a moment more recently where he was trying to talk to me and thought we were going to connect on something. And obviously I was nice and courteous to him, like I am with everyone. I try to be courteous to people. But in my head, I'm like, bitch, no. Even if we were to both watch the same fucking anime, have the same fucking taste, play the same fucking video games, I will never willingly connect with you. You say the most out-of-line shit as jokes, and the only intent seems to be being offensive with no consideration for others. This is 4chaner humor. You just say offensive shit. There's no punchline, you just say offensive shit, and it's funny because it's offensive. This guy is a few years younger than me, but he's the type of person that peaked in the first year of fucking high school. Like, you still got some more growing up to do, dog. When does the human brain reach full maturity? Like fucking 25 or something? You got a long way to fucking go. Alright, wait. He might actually be 25. In that case, he still has a really long way to go. I'm saying this shit right now, like, fucking grow up, replace that ignorance with compassion, learn to read the room, and stop being so fucking dense. Why would I ever be friends with someone that can't go 1 week without talking shit about someone you usually act friendly with? I'm good. I'm straight. And if I wasn't straight, he might just want me dead. He might not even talk to me, which is crazy. And for what it's worth, I'm not even actually traditionally straight. I have no desire for any romantic or sexual relationship. So on some real shit, what he doesn't realize is he probably wouldn't want to be friends with me just because I'm fucking weird. I'll tell you right now, that shit is weirder than any fucking trans person or immigrant coming to the country. Me right there. And you're being all nice and fucking buddy-buddy with me. And just because you're white trailer trash does not mean you have to be a trash person. It's so strange because, again, he's nice to me in general. But that's exactly why it annoys the fuck out of me. If you're so nice, do the research before you start pointing fingers at immigrants and trans people. And I'm gonna bring it back to this. If immigrants and trans people don't belong, I'll say LGBTQ people, because if he's against trans people, he's probably anti-LGBTQ plus, right? If immigrants and LGBTQ plus people don't belong, what the fuck would you say for me? But yeah, I've been dealing with this ignorance from all over the place. You know, I'm talking about one person in particular, but what needs to be understood is that there's a lot of people that are like this. Just so much ignorance and intolerance for other fucking people. I need to repeat myself right now. I would rather my fucking tax money go to immigrant families on SSI or whatever, because we're all immigrants, hello, besides Native Americans. I would rather my tax money go to them than fucking wealthy people basically holding my wage hostage or funding a fucking genocide in the Middle East. Why are you not mad about that? Chances are he probably doesn't even know about that shit. And even if he did, I wouldn't put it past this kind of person to be a genocide denier. But, you know, it's just incredibly frustrating to work with someone like this.
So she's essentially giving free healthcare to undocumented migrant workers. And so, you know, they had her. You know, they surrounded her. They got her pinned against the wall. And they're like, you know, give us that contact list. We want your contact list. You know, and they got the shotgun with the red beanbag one. And she's like, inamo. I ain't saying shit. She went like this, he went like this, and she was out that bitch. Look at these out-of-shape ICE agents. Bulletproof vest to go arrest a dying cancer patient. Lining up for signing bonuses and weapons in hopes that you can live more respected. Let's break it down. You gon' have to tell your kids what you did when they see the Disney movie of what we currently in. You gon' have to tell them that the bad guy in a plot, well, that was your grandpa. That was you chasing down your own people for a check. If you go with racism, homie, say it with your chest. Fuck the values on the right and the left, long as value is controlled by a salary net. Cause the value that's attached to a reward's not real. If I told you ain't no heaven, would you do right still? It go what, 1, 2, 1, 2. They made you afraid of what brown people will do. Ooh. I hope you smarter than they think you are. They think you'll ignore it and go back to swiping debit cards. What, 1, 2, 1, 3. They gon' change the story just to burn what you see. I know you slicker than that, bro. Live and direct from the town. What up, dog? Hey yo, Mark ass, can't fight, no hands. Masked up, dork ass, untrained. This is my town with your hoe ass. Tear gas babies in they stroller with your dumb ass. Loking up on teenage girls with your grown ass. Ask me for my papers and I'm laughing at your nerd ass. Oh, I know I look like you two bullied you in math class. 1 + 1, 2 punches hit your square ass. Frightened by the sight of my mustache with your scared ass. Call the federales out to Cali. Fleet Marine veteran, migrante ass family. I believe in freedoms not listed in Constitution.